Every neighborhood has that one person everyone trusts, the friendly neighbor, the helpful volunteer, the person who always smiles, the person nobody would ever suspect. In the quiet town of Blackwood, one man seemed to be exactly that. For years, he was admired, respected, trusted, but behind the friendly smile was a secret so dark that it would shock an entire community. Because sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones hiding in plain sight. This is a story of the killer nobody suspected. In 2014, residents of Blackwood knew a man named Daniel Harper. Daniel worked at the local library. He volunteered at charity events. He helped elderly neighbors carry groceries. Whenever someone needed assistance, Daniel was there. People described him as kind, gentle, quiet. Even police officers knew him by name. There was nothing unusual about him, nothing threatening, nothing suspicious. At least that's what everyone believed. But while Daniel built a reputation as one of the town's most respected citizens, a darker side of him remained completely hidden. Then strange things began happening. A local businessman disappeared. Weeks later, a college student vanished. Months passed. Then another resident went missing. Investigators initially believed the cases were unrelated. People moved away all the time. Some left without telling friends. Others simply started new lives elsewhere. But the pattern became impossible to ignore. 3 people, then 4, then 5, all gone. Without explanation, fear slowly spread through Blackwood. Parents stopped letting children walk alone. Businesses closed earlier. Rumors filled the streets. Was there a serial offender living among them? Nobody had an answer. As the investigation intensified, detectives searched for connections between the victims. They examined phone records, financial transactions, travel histories. Every lead ended in frustration. The suspect profile suggested someone intelligent, careful, patient, someone who understood how investigations worked. Months turned into years, and still no arrests were made. Meanwhile, Daniel Harper continued living his normal life, attending community events, helping neighbors, volunteering. No one imagined that the man detectives often greeted in public could somehow be connected to the mystery. Then everything changed, not because of a major breakthrough, not because of advanced technology, but because of one small mistake. While reviewing old surveillance footage, investigators noticed a vehicle appearing near multiple locations connected to the disappearances. The vehicle belonged to Daniel Harper. At first, detectives believed it was a coincidence. But further investigation revealed something disturbing. His movements repeatedly matched critical moments in the timeline. The more investigators looked, the more suspicious things became. For the first time, Daniel Harper was no longer viewed as a respected citizen. He became the primary suspect. Investigators obtained search warrants. What they found stunned everyone. Hidden records, detailed notes, evidence connecting Daniel to multiple disappearances. The man, trusted by the entire town, had been hiding a secret life for years. Friends refused to believe it. Neighbors defended him. Some insisted there had been a mistake. But the evidence was overwhelming. The smiling volunteer, the helpful librarian, the respected citizen, none of it was real. It had all been a carefully constructed mask. The killer, nobody suspected, had been living among them the entire time. The case became national news. People across the country asked the same question. How could nobody have known? The answer is uncomfortable, because evil does not always look frightening. It doesn't always hide in dark alleys. Sometimes it wears a smile. Sometimes it volunteers. Sometimes it earns trust. And sometimes it lives right next door. The story of Daniel Harper reminds us that appearances can be deceiving, that first impressions are not always reality, and that the most dangerous secrets are often hidden behind the most ordinary faces. Thank you for watching.